And I just want to extend my my gratitude to our Credo leaders, especially to our great leader, Mr. Fuhu Queen, for having me here. Today is December 19, 2020, and to all Filipino ABOs, 5 days na lang, Pasko na, di ba? Tama? It's 5 days before Christmas. So maybe some of you are supposed to be with your family today, or some of you are supposed to be in the mall for buying Christmas gift for the Christmas rush, but you choose to came here in our Zoom meeting because I know that you're looking for something, especially for those who are first timers on here. So hindi masasayang yung oras nyo. Your time will not gonna be wasted because we preparing a much great program to you guys to 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 know more and guide you about our Amway business. And it's a good guide because we are very fortunate because we have a foreign leader who will teach us, guide us how to build the Amway business. Then before I will call it to our foreign leaders, I will just read his background. Okay, our guest speaker, he is a foreign leader, a former risk and strategic accountant of a listed group of companies, UK trained chartered accountant, World Prize for emerging first in UK taxation professional exam in 1986. Wow, he has a huge background, and despite of that, despite of his successful career, he still joined the Amway business and enjoying the rewards from Amway. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us all welcome Mr. Yung Mon Yen. Yes.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, fellow Filipinos. How are you? I should actually extend thank you for having me here today with all of you. First time I'm sharing with all my fellow Filipino friends in Philippines, and in advance, Merry Christmas wishes to all of you. Greetings to all of you. And before I start my presentation today, I would like to also thanks Crador Philippines, Miss Adeline, for graciously inviting me to share my humble story a little bit about myself, okay, on today's topic about post-COVID-19. Now, before that, allow me to share my screen first. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. All right, can you all see my screen? I hope those of you can see my screen. Okay, just type one down there so at least everybody is fully aware. Thank you, thank you. Now, first of all, I believe a lot of us have experienced something what we talk about COVID-19. Now, when we talk about the COVID-19 down here, I'm sure something that that all of you can see from this picture is about this one gentleman, the founder of AirAsia, that is Mr. Tony Fernandez. I have met him in his own aeroplane on my trip back home from Jakarta to Malaysia. And on the aeroplane, I got to know him. And I also happened to know that he another fellow accountant, just like me, except that he did not pursue into the accountancy line, but he went into something very, very different. But what is special about him is basically, as what you have, that all of you will understand today, Tony has mentioned that about life, there is no such thing as a rewind button. We can only move forward. There's no pause button. We can only look forward to see what we like to achieve. So therefore, today I would like to share with all of you is whatever happens, and for us to be able to run a situation and move forward. That is to everybody realizes that COVID-19 generated a lot of uncertainty to many people with them. However, because of that COVID experience, I believe a lot of us will also think about opportunities. For Tony, there are opportunities before COVID-19, as all of you are fully aware. All right, everybody, one way or another, have actually tried on AirAsia. And do you know that there are more than 600 million people who have actually, all right, sat on an AirAsia aircraft before. So today I want to tell you down here is about what Tony has always suggested, that whatever happened, it happens for us to move forward, is to just think ahead and reset ourselves. Today is a situation about resetting a button. Now, what do you mean by resetting button? Because I believe that life purpose. And we have been working all this while towards achieving our goal, our life. So the question down here is choice to you and me exactly we are looking for. So it is very, very important, as I see today, that all of us to actually pursue for ourselves. What do we want? And I believe all of us down here realize that, yeah, we all have dreams. Agree?
Hello guys, I think because of the slow connection, we will just wait for father of Mr. Yong Mun Yen.
总安他
Hello?
等一下再进来的时候，你再把他设为联席主持人哦。Yeah, I think the line has dropped.
We will wait. We will wait for Mr. Yong to get back. Okay, since Mr. Yong not yet come back on our screen, so I just want to say hi to our fellow Filipinos, ABO Filipinos, and we will just take this opportunity to announce the next Saturday meeting and then the next Tuesday meeting to attend, and then mark your calendar for those who are co-ABOs. Just check our Crador Philippines for more information. And for those who are watching us on our Facebook Live, and then for those who are new here, just go to our Crador Philippines if you cannot intend to get in the Zoom meeting. So we will just wait because maybe there's a problem with the internet connection, with the connection of okay. It's not yet.
Hello. Sorry. Can you hear me again? I think there's a lot of technical problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, can hear
Yes,
you.
yes,
Can you hear me again?
Yes,
Okay.
Sorry.
yes.
So the line was caught just now. Okay. Shall I continue with my screen again? All right. Okay. I share the screen again. Okay. Now, shall I just start from here? Okay. Now, can you see the screen? Those of you if you can see the screen, can you just type 1? Can you see the screen again? If you can please type 1 so that I will be able to continue. Can you can see the screen, please type 1.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, good. All right. Sorry for the technical. I think the line is not so good now. So shall I continue from here? All right. Now, what I would like to share with all of you down here is basically all of us have a dream. We want to pursue the dream. However, when we talk about pursuing our dreams, right, most of us must realize that we need income in order to those dreams. Now, the most important thing down here we want to know is whether the income that we are going to actually earn will be sustainable, will be available all the time. As all of us know down here, when we talk about the COVID-19, a lot of people suddenly realize that their financial safety net was not with them. Because when the crisis came, you will realize that a lot of people lost and they survive without the income. So we have a situation, an example in Malaysia down here, as you can see down here, for in Malaysia, where we expect people to understand about safety net, the reality hits them. As you can see down here, when COVID-19 came, we realized that the people who are self-employed, more than 70% of them have less than 1 month saving to sustain them through for another month. If they don't have another source of income, what safety net do they have? For those who are basically employed, all right, we realize down here, they too have a challenge about their safety because more than 80% of those who are actually working only have 2 months savings. So we can see down here that while every one of us wants to pursue a better life, it is a choice. And today we understand that the COVID-19 has to down here is, can we change for the better? And this is the reason why today we always say that one of the best opportunity today is basically, if we want to have something better, something more tangible, we have to change. And this is where we talk about moving ourselves from our comfort zone, from what we are doing to something better. Now, when we talk about moving ourselves to something better, what we realize down here is this. Most of us understand, I believe in Philippines, most of us also heard about this ESBI. Now, what do we want to know actually? We don't learn about choosing our careers in school. What we learned in school was basically about the basics of calculation, arithmetic, about reading, about writing. And then we pursue to take up courses. However, we understand the importance of money. And so what do we produce? We actually allow ourselves to be hired in order to earn income. So we see that many of us understand what we look at the majority. Whenever they graduate, all of them pursue to look for jobs because they know income is very important. And that is the reason why most of us down here, when we graduate or when we complete school, we think about looking for jobs locally in the country or out of the country, or we become a self-employed. But what we understand down here is this method only provides us with an active income. And that's the reason why when we talk about active income, we cannot stop working. And if there is a crisis, that is what happened. What we do know down here is we want to have a balance of lifestyle and income. What do we need? We have to actually ask ourselves, using the right approach. And that is the reason why from here we understand something, the terminology called passive income, where there is a balance between income and lifestyle. And in order to have a balance of income and lifestyle down here, we understand the only way is to become a business owner or to become an investor. Now, however, realizing about these options, these 4 options down here, it is quite amazing to some of us. We wonder why people today, okay, may not have realized the importance of choosing the right platform to build a lifestyle. Today, I would also like to share with you down here is many of us meet many different kind of people in the business or outside who are always talking about, if only I have a better opportunity, if only I have a lifestyle to enjoy it. However, we also realize that we meet many people who pursue higher level of tertiary education in order to find success in their future. And today I want to share with you about one particular person. This gentleman down here, this young gentleman, is a high performance graduate because he actually studied in Australia and with his postgraduate masters in finance. Do you know what it means when you have studied in a premier university in Australia with masters in finance? He can easily be hired by any of the international financial institutions or investment organizations because he has the knowledge, the capability that is useful to these huge organizations. Now, he can easily build a career earning good income, handsome income as a professional in these large financial organizations. However, he chose not to become a professional. However, he realizes that he wanted to have something that he always wishes to repeat and continue to enjoy, a balance of lifestyle and financial security. So today, I would like to share with you this. A lot of you will ask, why would a person who has gone through postgraduate studies would still have in mind to become a business owner? Because he has a goal for himself. And with that, I will share to you, okay, my friend whom I have known him for many years since he was young, okay, Mr. CAAdeline, who is a platinum DD in Kuala Lumpur, and I believe some of you are already familiar that he is a 2nd generation Amway ABO. So today I present to you CAAdeline. So here's to you, CAAdeline.
Hello. Hello, can everybody hear me? Hi, I'm CAAdeline. I first would like to thank Mr. Yong, and I would mostly like to thank my parents, which are also my upline, Mr. Koo and Tracy. And I would also like to thank CA and Crado System and Mr. Fu Hokkien for all the support. As Mr. Yong mentioned, why would I choose to become a business owner instead of working? And like, there are so many choices. Why would I choose Amway as to partner with Amway as a business owner? I will break it down to like 3 points. Why my Amway? Because what I see in the Amway business that provides me with these 3 values: risk, lifestyle, and security. Risk, I would like to tell you about risk. In my 5 years of studying of finance, what I was taught about finance is all about risk. What you do in your everyday life consists of the risk element. The higher the risk, the higher your return. As in, if the thing have a higher risk, you manage it and you will get a higher return. So everything revolves around risk. including the traditional business where you maybe open up a business, open up a shop. Like there are all sorts of risks, such as capital risk. You need your initial capital to start up a business, or operational risk, like when you operate the business, you meet a lot of problems, risks, and like credit risk, like when people don't pay you up. So you know everything is sort of all revolves around the risk. So I would say starting up a business is actually very, very high risk. So someone may say, hey, why I'm working, so maybe I'm not exposed to risk. So that's the most common mistake everyone think about. Like, this is called the umbrella effect. Cause like, if it is raining and you are holding an umbrella, you wouldn't get wet, right? So it's common among employees. The company actually provided shelter for employees when they work, so they won't feel the risk, you know, they shelter you from the risk. So once the company crumbles, the whole company goes down together, including all the employees. So I personally think risk is one very important element that we should consider when we pursue after our dreams. So as an example, there is a very good example this year, which is more like a surprise risk, like the pandemic, which is invading all around the world. So I have seen all the articles about like, let me have a look. Look, in March, Malaysia jobless rate spikes up to 610,000. How much is that? I told you about the umbrella effect, because COVID hits a lot of sectors and companies. When they go down, a lot of employees go down with them. Look, and we got over 2,000 coffee shops, eateries, and small business, they are closing up. See, Malaysia's small retailers, all they close shop, but you may think, maybe it's just because their size are too small that they couldn't survive through COVID. That's not true. Look, this is the famous retail chain shop, it's the Robinsons. They also closed. Not only retailing is infected. Look, Virgin Airlines also got affected seriously, and we got Zara, which is the famous online fashion retailer, and we got Hertz. All these multinational companies, they all got hit. No matter the size, they all got hit. Why? Because they couldn't provide the service that people want. Because people couldn't access their service during this pandemic. Everyone is at home. You need to digitalize your business. Everything should be online, but they fail to transform their business. So in this economic condition, it is very dynamic. So it is very, very high risk to set up a business at this time. So like, why do I choose to partner with Amway? As a matter of fact, Amway actually grew stronger through this pandemic because Amway provides online platform. They have their own platform which everybody could shop at, and everybody could just shop and get their stuff delivered just right to your doorstep. So you may say, hey, if I partner with Amway, do I have any risk? I would say Amway faces risk, but the Amway company takes all the risk. We just manage our reward. Look, Amway just do manufacturing, they do R&D for you, they do quality control, they do delivery, they set up the online platform, they invest in all the assets, and we utilize the assets, and we just partner with them, and we can build our own business. We just manage our reward. How much reward you want, you just do it. Like maybe you want 10,000, you just work. You just work until you get 10,000. There's no limitations, and all the rewards are really transparent. There's a legal contract that says like, if you reach this level, you should get this reward, and you can sue the company if they don't provide you with it. It's really, really fair. So this is the main reason that I saw it provides me a lot of value in Amway business. So after that, I also talk about lifestyle. As I'm an master's graduate, so like everyone from my classmates, they all want to say like, hey, we aim to go into maybe banks, investment banks, or like big fours, people work in there. I think everyone would heard about the lifestyles in there, everyone would work every day, and maybe you get overtime every day. I think it is really not good for our mental and physical health. So like someone may say, hey, maybe just work hard in the first 5 to 10 years. Maybe you become a senior or a manager, you will get more relaxed, maybe. But I think I can tell you that is really wrong, because the higher you climb in the corporate ladder, you actually have more responsibility, then you have more stress and you have more work. You don't have time to relax. So it's like sort of like the fruit tree, like you work your whole life and you plant a fruit tree, but until when you are old, it's either you can't get to enjoy the fruit tree, or you can't just climb up the tree and grab a fruit and enjoy it. Maybe you can just let your son, your next generation, or other people to enjoy it. So what's the meaning of life if you do like that? You work hard your whole life just to let people enjoy your fruit of labor. I personally think that's not what I would like. What I would like is like, I like to travel a lot around the world, and I like to hang out with friends. So I think it would be really cool if we could get like a group of friends, because after graduation, everyone actually got separated and they head down their own career path. And I think it would be really cool if we could always stick together and we have a common goal and we could reach the goal together, and we may even like get along always, and we can maybe got invited to travel around the world together. How good is that? I personally would like that lifestyle. I would like to work hard maybe in the first few years, and maybe I could just do and repeat everything so I could enjoy at last. So through Amway business, it's simple. You can just do 3S and 1M. You just do sales, service, sponsor, and you come to meeting to weapon up yourself, and you help your friends, because Amway is a people helping people business. You can help your friends. Like, it's not like outside. You can't be like, hey guys, let's all work hard together and we become CEOs in the same company. That's not possible, right? But in Amway, it's achievable. Everyone, you and your friends can all be diamonds, and you can all get equally invited to travel. You all enjoy the same benefits. So it's just about what effort you put in, and the company actually recognizes your effort. It's not like you work hard for 30 years until maybe outside you work hard, you get up to the CEO level, and once you are old, you get retired and you got replaced. Your effort is not recognized anymore, because you don't continuously provide the value to the company. In a way, if you expand the business, the market belongs to you, and for generations, as long as the market is there. How good is that? I personally am really excited about that point. So this is the lifestyle I want. I would like to work hard in the first few years, and I would enjoy what I want to do, maybe the lifestyles I want. And the third point I would like to know is the security. Why do we want security? I'll show you my lifestyle. So I want to hang out with friends, and I want to travel around the world. And in fact, I actually benefited from the Amway business since I'm young. Look, this is when I was 3 years old. I went to Ada, Michigan in US with my dad, which I don't really memorize, but actually my dad still brought me there, because this is the Amway business. You can just bring your parents, your friends, all. Look, and that's my mom. We went to the Alaska cruise together, and that's my brother. I actually enjoy this. I would like to do this in the future. I want to bring my parents around, and I want to go traveling together with our friends without having to match our leave date. Like, hey, I can't get a leave this time. So the company just invites you, and you can all go together. How good is that? And they arrange everything for you. And for security, look, as I mentioned, the higher you climb up in the corporate ladder, the older you will be. Of course, your salary will be higher. Imagine when you are like in your 40s or 50s, when you have a family, you have house loan, car loan, education, you have a lot. That is when you need money the most. And at that time, what if, like, let's say a COVID hits and the company have to do some organization restructuring, which aims to let the company survive. So the high payers will be the first target to get kicked out of the company. So that is when you need money the most. So I think it's really important to have a financial safety net. At least if let's say there's a fire in your front door, at least you still have a back door to run out of the house from, right? So that is what I thought of. And about a lot of work, when you travel, you couldn't really enjoy it to the fullest. Imagine you are on a honeymoon, maybe with your husband or wife, and suddenly your boss is like, hey, I need this document by afternoon. And you sit down by the maybe Maldives beach and you pull out your computer and started working there. How sad is that? I personally wouldn't like that. So I would like to be like, maybe I go to vacation, I can just turn off my phone and I just enjoy the vacation fully. So in the Amway business, you can actually do that, because in the Amway business, you raise leaders and everyone starts learning. Once they are independent, they can do their own. So like you can just go vacation, like enjoy its fullest and come back. Maybe your business will even grow stronger. So that's the security. And what's best is Amway products are the best in the world. For the manufacturing, they have the Six Sigma, which is like really, really high standard, which you don't get much defect products. And we are daily usage products. Even in the economy downpour, everyone still need to brush their teeth. They still need to bathe. They still need to wash their hair, right? So this is essential products. Even if the COVID hits, see Amway still grow stronger. I think this is really, really fantastic. Furthermore, when you have security, because outside, once you stop working, your income stops. But with Amway, once you raise all the leaders, Amway recognize your effort. They will provide you with income even as long as the market is existing. So I think it's really good. So you can just put down all your things. You can do early retirement. You can do what you like in your life. Maybe someone would like to have, maybe they like to open up a coffee shop. Someone like to brew coffee and with this, with security, you have income from Amway. You can just do what you like. You can just brew coffee for fun, like for people. So you don't even have to worry about, oh, I'm not making money with this business. That's just your passion. You can do it as a hobby. You don't need to worry about a lot of things. You have Amway to support you. Your Amway income, I think that's really, really good. So I made a small conclusion table about the Amway business. Like you don't really have any risk. As I said, Amway takes it all. You just manage your reward. You just need to pay for the sign-up fees. That's a one-time fees, and you don't need to stock up on inventory, stock and all the stuff. And you can aim how much you want to achieve, how much you want to earn. It's all under your control. And so I would urge everyone, and see the market you open. It belongs to you for your generations, and you decide your own lifestyle, not the company decide your lifestyle. So I think the Amway business is a very, very fantastic and attractive business. And furthermore, Amway is now moving towards social commerce, which makes it even more attractive. You can just expand your business around the globe, all over the world, with the support of the system. So if you already joined the Amway business, I would like to congratulate you on your smart choice. And if you haven't, I think you should take a look at this business seriously. This business is fantastic as a business, or maybe a side income, or a safety net. This is suitable for everyone. So I would like to pass back. This is my sharing. So I would like to pass back to Mr. Yong. He will share with you the more in-depth of the business, as he is a former risk and strategy accountant for a group of listed companies. That's not a very easy feat. I think he has more hands-on experience about this. So I will pass it back to Mr. Yong. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, CAAde. Wonderful sharing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you all can see, CAAde, okay, such a brilliant student. He has so many options available to him, and yet he still see the opportunity of having his own business. Why? Because you're talking about when you have your own business, you have control over what you like to do later on. The success is all in our own hands. However, when we talk about doing business today, we all understand that the business is about competition, but the competition on what kind of environment? Today, we are talking about digital environment. We are talking about the change in the business trend. Today, when we talk about business competition, everybody realizes that technology has actually speed or changed the scope of challenges. Today, when we talk about the industry 4.0, the whole business structure have changed. All the businesses are now moving at a very much faster pace. Everybody is competing using technology. And as we know, when we talk about doing business using technology, all of us fully realize that when we talk about technology, there are so many pillars that is related to industry 4.0, from your artificial intelligence, big data, simulation, okay, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, so many things. So that's the reason why to us, we ask ourselves, how does the technology impacted on all businesses around the world? And we want to give an example down here. When we talk about technology, we understand that businesses will continue to remain as business with the objective of making profits. However, can you imagine yourself the kind of business that has been created? Take for an example today, just by using technology, businesses that can grow super fast, huge, humongous size that we can never even imagine. Take for example down here, Alibaba. On November 11, the total volume generated in one day was over $70 billion. Now, can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, what businesses can actually handle so huge amount of transactions just in one day? Without technology, we don't expect to see this type of business volume. For that matter, for the financial transactions, for us to account for the amount of transaction, it takes a lot of people and possibly impossible to do all the transaction accounting just in one day for $70 billion sales. But this is possible because of technology. And that's the reason why down here, when we talk about technology, we have to ask ourselves, the entrepreneurs of today, they have to recognize one thing. It is not about the business belonging to internet companies. No, it is not. It is about those businesses that can embrace technology. And for the young people, it is about whether the young people know how to master this technology and apply into the business of their own. So the whole business world today is all dependent on technology. Who has a better grasp, who can master the technology better, they will move forward. They will have a quantum leap. They will have a competitive advantage over others. And that's the reason why today we see that the business model have changed. Because of this technology today, we see that the business model have already been restructured, has to be reorganized, because we consider the presence of technology that will actually move the competition. Of course, with technology also, we realize that consumers, okay, realizes that now they can get the products in many different ways. And that is all because of the impact of technology. Now, if we look back again about the business models that we are all familiar with, what do we see down here in the past was, as we are consumers ourselves, we used to spend a lot of time shopping at retail shops, shopping at supermarket or hypermarkets, or for that matter, some of us now become familiar when we start shopping from the internet. However, today we understand down here, a lot of platforms has been created that provide opportunity for consumer to acquire the products. And that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, today we also realize that when we, without thinking much, this is just something that only happened just a couple of years back. It is not a century or whatever. It's just a few years ago. And today we see many forms of businesses, from the retail, the media, from transportation, financing, from hotels. It has transformed from the conventional way of conducting the business. Digital technology has allowed the development, the evolution of new business methods. So that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, technology is here to stay. And those businesses that continue to rely on the conventional approach, they will be actually, okay, I would say, lost in the competition, in the business competition. because the technology has made the business so efficient, so fast that consumers now is spot for choice. As you all know down here today, consumers, they have a lot of privileges. Because of technology, all the business players realize if they want to continue to attract the consumers to buy their products, they have to provide something more. And consumers now are spot for choices because consumers can pick and choose. And that is the reason why consumers now become smarter. Why they become smarter? Because as consumers, we are always price sensitive people. We will buy things, but we also look at the price. Now, whichever player or supplier that can give good quality products at reasonable prices, at convenience, they would start shopping. And that is the reason why today everybody realizes that the consumers of today have no permanent loyalty. Everybody can choose, can decide where they would like to shop. And that is the reason why today, ladies and gentlemen, for these common brands that all of us are familiar with, we know that these products has been with us for many years. These are huge business. These are global brands, and we know the kind of revenue it can generate. And so we also know these brands all together. They are all with us all the time. But the question down here is, we ask, which brand will remain sustainable for the future? As what CAAdeline has already mentioned just now, what happened to Virgin? Because of the pandemic, this brand may be permanently lost, or perhaps it might recover again with another new brand. But what about other products, ladies and gentlemen? So we look into another area, and that is basically about products that you and me, despite the pandemic or no pandemic, these are the products that all of us, we will use our money to buy. We need to spend it because all of us know we are all consumers. And as consumers down here, we have to actually give out our money in order to get the daily products, the products that we need to use. So all these brands, perhaps some of the brands are already familiar in Philippines because all these brands that I am highlighting to you are available in Malaysia. So we understand down here that doing business today is not the same as the past. And that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, if we still consider about starting our own business, what is the approach? What is the model we would like to use? Now, to some of us down here, when we talk about doing business using the digital technology, we have three approaches we will consider. Now, one of the area we would consider is to become our own creator. We create our own platform as what we are already familiar with, like Alibaba, Amazon, or eBay. They own the platforms. And so the inventor owns the whole platform and he makes a huge amount of money. That is true, but perhaps not many of us or any one of us would have the capacity to go through the whole invention all over again. So some of us down here may consider about renting those platforms in order to earn our business income. So when we talk about renting platform, perhaps some of you are familiar about the WeChat or using the Grabs or basically the Airbnb. These are all rental platforms. As you know, the owners of this platform, they may not own any of these assets, but they earn revenue income because there are people renting the platforms in order to generate businesses. Now, another method down here is basically we talk into partnering with a corporation. Now, which corporation is so generous enough, happy to actually share the opportunity with us to be a partner? So that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, today, a lot of us ask this question. Do we really have a business partner? And when I talk about a partner, I am actually referring to Amway. Is Amway really a partner? Is Amway a business partner? Let's actually investigate a little bit about understanding whether Amway is a partner or not. Now, when we talk about doing business, okay, we always ask ourselves, my business partner, my business partner. So what do we actually mean by a business partner? Because we have been sharing with many people down here that Amway is our business partner. We as ABOs, we have Amway as a partner. But how do we actually recognize it? Now, let's take for example, when we talk about doing a business, all of us fully understand. To do a business, we have to be able to have capital to set up the business. We must have the products that is going to generate the profits for us. But what products do we use? And when we do business down here, we must understand we need a location, a place to actually carry out the business transaction. Whether it is offline or online, we still need a location. We need a place to store all our goods. We need to have our own warehouse. Now, not forgetting about it, when we do all this business, we need technology to help us to monitor the transactions. So we need to invest in technology to actually help us manage our business. Besides that, to become a profitable business, the business must be recognizable by people. So that is the reason why we have to invest a lot of money in building our brands. So whether we like it or not, businesses have these requirements. And not forgetting, the business is not running on its own. We need people with the knowledge, people with the different skills in order to help operate the business, besides actually marketing the products. So ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about doing business, any business, all of us must be prepared to have this available when we want to start doing a business. So that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about why Amway is a partner, it's because when Amway came into existence, what Amway did was basically recognizing the requirements of doing a business. Amway facilitated the business by providing the basic requirements. Okay, from capital, products, the shops, the computers, branding. However, Amway realizes that moving the products to the consumers require marketing. And this is where our role comes in the area of marketing. So this is what we mean by a partnership, where Amway does certain parts and we do another part. Now, let's say, for example, down here, in the technology sector down here, we know the presence of businesses using technology because we are talking about sharing this technology. Now, Amway realizes that to be successful in this business, Amway being a global company, being so successful, they invest capital to change the landscape, to change the business, and now Amway has invested in technology and to become a social commerce business. So ladies and gentlemen, Amway has now transformed to become Amway 2.0. So we ask ourselves, Amway, which has transformed using the technology, what have they done for those people who partner with Amway? And this is what Amway has done. Amway has continued to provide the essentials in research and development, manufacturing, branding, warehousing, logistics, and also they provide the ordering, payment, delivery, and after sales. Not forgetting using the technology down here, Amway Cloud, Amway to You, and Amway Global. We, the Amway ABOs, we partner with Amway by just focusing on one essential activity as well in the area of marketing. So ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about partnership, this is evidence that we are actually in a partnership business. Now, when we talk about the products down here, many people ask, why Amway choose to be in the consumable business? Because Amway from the very, very beginning realizes that the market that will not be affected by a pandemic or any crisis will remain relevant, will be consumable business. And that is the reason why, because everybody uses them. Irrespective of what kind of condition we are, we will still continue to use products. And that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, Amway provide all the range of consumer to where we need to use every day. And that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, we need to understand that when we use consumable business, that is because the demand will be able to become resilient. Whatever crisis, the demand will still remain. So for example, ladies and gentlemen, we also look into the Amway profile. In Malaysia, Amway is a listed company. And what do we mean by a listed company? That means a listed company where the stakeholders are the public. And that is the reason why the public provides another additional perspective about whether the company is worth investing in. You can see from the stakeholders report down here, more than 90% of the stakeholders in Amway Malaysia are institutional investors. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about institutional investors, we are actually referring to organizations with many professionals doing computations, investigation, analysis, due diligence about whether the company will remain to be profitable or not. Because institutional investors, they invest on behalf of individual shareholders. And they want to make sure they invest in companies that remain profitable so that the rewards, the benefits of dividend income can be generated. And that is the reason why we have to ask ourselves, we leverage on institutional investors' viewpoint. How well is the company performing? Ladies and gentlemen, you can see again, I had the opportunity to visit Amway in Ada, Michigan, and I see with my own eyes what exactly Amway is all about. My brief tour in Amway in Ada, Michigan allows me to realize that Amway is such a gigantic company. It has been the #1 direct selling company in the world for 8 consecutive times, right up to the year 2019, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see down here that in Amway, they have already successfully operated in more than 100 countries and territories. So we ask ourselves, the acceptance of the Amway brand is well known. And that is the reason why today we will see down here, there are so many people participating as ABOs and moving Amway products and consuming Amway products. And that is the reason why Amway is so proud to announce that they have given out more than almost $56 billion of bonuses that has been paid out to all the ABOs, to all the partners. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see for yourself, this testimony tells you how strong this particular company is. And we, as an ABO, we are looking for a partner. We want to know whether this company is really strong to be a sustainable partner. We can see ourselves, the investors' confidence in the Amway business is because what Amway has already done in the past and up to today. Because Amway has adopted the best of nature and best of science to generate products, and that consumers today become very sensitive about the effects of the environment. So that is the reason why today Amway, with all their discovery, they actually generate patents to protect and provide security for the products. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see for yourself down here, a patent is very important to a manufacturing company, because in business it's all about competition. And to secure the product so that the competition remain healthy, Amway have patented all their research. So this is something that we can consider as very secure for us when we invest with this partner company. Now, not forgetting down here, the branding of Amway being highly recognized internationally. Now, this is something all of us should be proud about. Because when Amway first started, they have already got a mission of protecting the environment. So that is the reason why today many people ask, what is Amway? Amway is not just a company selling consumables. Amway is a company that responds to the need of sustaining the environment. And that is by producing biodegradable, healthy products. Products that is actually friendly to nature. That is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, when Amway started creating products, one of the very essential products that we know that all consumers require is to stay healthy. That's the reason why Amway, when it started with the Neutralite down here, it has been a world #1 selling vitamins and dietary supplements over and over again. We can see for ourselves down here, besides supplements, we also talk about the importance of having clean and safe water. And that is the reason why having an installation of a clean and safe water before we drink the water, and Amway realizes the demand for good water treatment system in a home, and the demand for e-spring products is very high. And not forgetting about the air, because for a human being to remain healthy, it is not only the food they take, the water that they drink, they also have to ensure that the air that they breathe will remain clean. And so no diseases can be generated in the body. And we can see down here that the units that is available is not only placed in the house, it's also placed in the car when we travel outside. And we also realize with protection to the people. So not forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, these products, we get testimony, third-party endorsements to provide us the confidence on the quality of the products. When we promote these products to people, when we use it ourselves, we have the confidence to realize that this product is actually very, very good. Don't you agree? Now, so that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, today we also talk about image. Now, many people ask, is this products only suitable for the feminine? No, ladies and gentlemen, image and skincare is actually available to both the male and a female, to the men and the women, to the boys and the girls, everybody of whatever age, they want to keep a healthy image. They want to have a healthy skincare. And that's the reason why down here, Amway, when they invested in technology, they generated instruments that enable us to even help consumers realize how effective, how efficient the product works. And that's the reason why when Amway generated with big data, they created this product called the Skin Analyzer. And that's the reason why down here, the suitability of the products is not by guessing, but by analyzing. Once we analyze the skin of the consumer, okay, we know what kind of product will be suitable for them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that a lot of people may not recognize the importance, that this technology is very, very high tech. It's very, very superior. So a lot of people ask, a very little instrument down here will be able to help people to pursue their goal, build a very substantial business. So can you imagine down here, ladies and gentlemen, the future for us, the future for the business. When we talk about Amway, they develop a lot of products. Now, when they develop the personalized mask, a lot of people say why there are 5 colors. That's because Amway realizes that the skin is not only made up of one texture, it can be made up of a combination of textures. And in order to benefit the consumers, to be economical, to be effective, and to be efficient, they generated this 5 range of masks so that consumers will be able to choose the correct one to fit onto their skin. So ladies and gentlemen, not forgetting down here, Amway generated so many other consumable products because these are always being used by consumers day after day, day after day, day after day. And not forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, Amway realizes their responsibility as a caring company. And so they give all consumers a satisfaction guarantee. So this will enable everyone to realize that they can use the products with safety, with confidence, that these products down here really care for them. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see down here, when we talk about being an ABO, what is the reward, the financial rewards we get? We understand down here that when Amway invite everybody, every consumer to participate as an Amway business owner, the plan, how they will be rewarded has already been indicated, because Amway says anybody who actually uses a product satisfied, you can retail and earn retail profits. And when we understand the value of these products, we can empower other people to follow the same way we do. And that's the reason why Amway generated the performance bonus. Because we are not keeping the business to ourselves, we share the opportunity, the goodness of this business to many people. And by sharing, we are able to generate performance bonuses. And not forgetting, Amway realizes that when sharing, we are actually creating future leaders. And that is the reason why leadership bonus are being created for us, for those ABOs who successfully transform new ABOs to become successful business owners. There is a recognition of leadership. And not forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, Amway shares the profits they make every year. From the annual bonuses down here, everybody who reach a certain level, Amway will actually share the overall businesses that Amway generated and share with all the ABOs. And not forgetting, because of the technology, because of the change, Amway have actually created new incentive plans to benefit everyone. So that is the reason why in the year 2021, okay, we look forward to see more and more incentives coming up. I believe in Philippines today, all of us, okay, all of you down there are already enjoying the customer sales incentive program, isn't it? Now, but the question down here is, what about us? So ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to see a lot of opportunity. Now, a very simple illustration of the benefit, the simplicity of earning the Amway compensation. Let's take a look down here, ladies and gentlemen. When we see the Amway reward plan, we realize that every reward comes with effort. The amount of effort we put in will be compensated fairly according to the effort we put in. So that's the reason why for the level of effort, they use the PV, the point value, from 200 to 10,000. That measures the effort. And the greater effort we put in, we will be rewarded with higher percentage of bonuses. Now, so we realize down here, the BV, the business value, is where we are going to see the financial rewards. So as a very simple start, we understand ourselves. We are a consumer. So we have been consuming products, we have been shopping products day after day in the past, but the only thing is we may not have used the Amway brand before. But what if today we change the brand from an X brand to an Amway brand? Let's take, for example, when we use about 5,000 pesos worth of products a month. Now, with 5,000 pesos worth of products, we don't get any rebates, there's no bonuses, right? But that is the whole idea. When we have used the products, we will then realize whether the product is good for us. And when it is good for us, maybe perhaps because of its effectiveness, because of its quality, okay, maybe because of its safety or the versatility. And for that matter, Amway has the money back guarantee. This is what we are actually sharing with people. When you have used a product, you have the credibility to share with people. So we ask ourselves, what if you share these products to any number of people? I take, say, for example, 10 person, for example, who is agreeable to try the products on themselves. So if we have 10 people, that means we have actually generated a total volume of 50,000. Now, 50,000 pesos down here means we will actually be able to enjoy a 6% bonus. Now, this is actually equivalent to an amount of 3,000 pesos. So can you imagine something? By spending 5,000 pesos at an Amway shop and not at other shops down here, and by sharing what we actually do, we are actually getting a bonus of 3,000. That means we have saved our expenses because the 3,000 bonus, all right, we are actually only spending a net amount of 2,000. But this benefit, we can translate to our friends because they use these products, they can also enjoy the same 6% bonus. And that is the reason why we talk about the idea of duplication. Now, just imagine ourselves, if we have these 10 friends who are already using 5,000 pesos worth of products, right? Now, what if they would want to enjoy the 6% bonus? So they would actually share with 10 friends of their own. And that means each one of them down here have generated a volume of 50,000 pesos. Now, from what we have actually initiated now, we can see down here, the total volume down here is now worth 500,000 pesos. Ladies and gentlemen, just by sharing and duplicating, we are already looking at a 21% bonus. So therefore, down here with 21% bonus, it is worth 105,000 pesos. And all our 10 friends down here, they are eligible to get their 6% because they have 50,000. So we deduct from here 30,000, 3,000 for 10, that is 30. So we now have a balance of 75,000. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if you, by just spending intelligently on Amway products and share people, you are already going to earn 75,000 a month. What happens if this is translated over 12 months? 900,000 pesos. That is the reason why a lot of people ask, a consumer today, when we become a smart consumer, we are able to enjoy the benefits of spending wisely with the right brand. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens down here when these products are being used daily on a daily basis? That is what we mean by a sustainable business, because the demand for the products remains sustainable. So that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, what happens when they also pursue to become 21%? We have actually built leadership in them. And Amway will now reward us with a leadership bonus. So what is a leadership bonus? So for every 500,000, Amway will reward a 6% leadership bonus worth 30,000. If we have 10 leaders down here, that is equivalent to 300,000. So can you imagine how much is it worth for 1 year? It's 3.6 million pesos, ladies and gentlemen. For a very simple 5,000 pesos experience, we are here looking into the possibility of earning 3.6 million. Now, if this idea sustained for over 10 years, can you imagine how much we have already earned over 10 years? It is more than 36 million, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine how much that money can actually help a family? That's the reason why a lot of people say, how long can this continue? How long can this sustain? Well, in Malaysia, we have people who have started the business from a very simple and humble beginning and left behind the business that is worth even more after they have departed. Let me share with you an example of a diamond who has actually left in 1993. Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine a business that is transferable to the family and the business continue to grow even though Madam Chan Poyok has left? So this is something we talk about security, ladies and gentlemen. You are building a business that can provide a strong security. And that is the reason why a lot of people ask, why do we do Amway? Because Amway provide this kind of commitment, the security that everybody wants, the balance of security and lifestyle. So ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about doing the Amway business, as what CAAdeline has shared, we have the opportunity to enjoy our holidays because we were invited by Amway to travel. We got free vacations. I have enjoyed Amway free vacations for a couple of times, and I have been traveling with my wife. We have been traveling and we meet many people. And that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, all this is not possible, okay, if I had not started and participated in the Amway business. That is the reason why when people ask me, is this Amway worth doing? I was telling them, why not? Because number one, Amway provides a fair compensation system. Everybody who actually willing to work for it will be fairly compensated. And the amount of compensation is up to us to decide. It is not determined by our superior. It is us. We decide how much we want to be rewarded. You decide. And we have the freedom to enjoy the money that we earn. How we want to earn it is up to us. And we also know down here, from what I shared with you just now, this business can give us financial security because of the sustainability of the business. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not forgetting down here, to get started in this business doesn't cost us a huge amount of capital. It is a very low startup. And as what I was made aware of, in Philippines, we only need 1,000 pesos to start up with this business. And not forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, there is no financial risk exposure to us because when we partner with Amway, our role is basically in the marketing area. We don't have to invest in the technology to set up the business. We don't have to stock up the products. So there is no financial risk. And not forgetting down here, the consumable products reach out to a very wide market. And as I was made aware, in Philippines, there's over 100 million people. And that means there are over 100 million consumers. So can you imagine how big that market is in Philippines to all of us? Then also not forgetting down here, you have traveling, vacation in places where we perhaps never thought that we could actually visit, but Amway provides all these places to us. And not forgetting down here, through the journey of building the business where we touch people, we have actually got personal development. So ladies and gentlemen, today, when we understand what is a partner company, we realize that Amway can actually fulfill our dreams. The question down here is, what do we have to do to become successful? So we need the skills, we need the knowledge, we need the experience. And we are very fortunate because we are under a very proven, tested organization that has actually, generated many successful entrepreneurs. So ladies and gentlemen, it is incredible that they provide us a learning system. People who are so generous to share with us all their experiences about building the business. We do not have to reinvent. We just follow the footprints of all those people before us who have been successful. And they are so generous to share the business. That's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, my journey in this business, if without my mentors, Mr. Koo Chong Kok and Mr. Foo Hao Ken, I would not have been here sharing with all of you. It is because of their vast experience, because of their dedication, their generosity to share. And I don't have to pay a bomb to actually learn the secrets of becoming successful in this business. And that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, to all of us here attending this virtual program today, I encourage all of you to believe in your dreams because it is something that all of us can realize. And that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about doing this particular business, we ask ourselves, what do we want? A lot of people think they are afraid of dreaming. Sometimes when we talk about dreaming, we have to dare to dream big because it is the dreams that will become a reality to us one day. So we should never think it is When people always say, I dream too big, I always tell them, what's wrong about dreaming too big? Is it wrong? No, it's not. It's free of charge. But when I dream big, I can see clearly what I want to pursue. So when they don't see anything in themselves, that's because their dream is just too small. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see for yourself today that all of us realize life is our choice. We choose our own lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle you want to pursue? I believe today we want to have a balance. We want to have a balance of financial security and a balance of lifestyle. So that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, if we want to design a lifestyle of this, we must be a business owner. And we want to build a business that we can be assured it will be successful. A business that we can be assured that it will give us a very healthy lifestyle so that we can truly enjoy the fruits of our labor. When we talk about being a happy person, we don't want to be isolated. We don't want to be alone. We want to have many successful friends, ordinary friends around with us. And that is why a networking business is a very healthy business, because we are helping and sharing our success story with everyone. And that's the reason why with a success, we can actually choose to enjoy the lifestyle, travel to places we have never been before. We can see what we want. We can enjoy. We not only enjoy those places, we can also bring our family along to visit those places. And that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, it is our choice to decide what kind of lifestyle we want. And therefore, it is our decision to also know why we are choosing Amway today. That's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, when we learn about Amway, it is not about ourselves, but we actually enrich ourselves with lots and lots of wisdom and knowledge. And when we enrich ourselves with knowledge and wisdom, we don't keep it, we share it to other people. And that's the reason why down here, ladies and gentlemen, we are so encouraged to share with as many people as possible about this business, because we not only succeed, we can also help other people succeed in their life. And that's the reason why when we are being offered with an opportunity, Richard Branson used to say, it is not about whether we know how it works, but when it's about when we see something as an opportunity, we just take it first and we slowly learn to master it later. We don't have to actually measure the business with our level of competency at the beginning. What we need to do is basically look at the track record, look at the history of those people who has made it successful, because they became successful, and if they can become successful, we can become successful too. So ladies and gentlemen, today you are here attending this session is because, okay, to know why we are actually choosing the Amway business as an investment. To all of us, to all of you down there who are not in Amway business or who have friends attending this session today, it's only a 1,000 peso investment for us to be able to try out the products, okay? And that means there is no financial risk to learn about the business. And if we are looking into the long term, we certainly encourage everyone to invest a product. And Amway also realized that some people may not be investing in the business today, but would like to try the products. And that is why Amway has come out with the Amway exclusive shopper. So people can still continue to enjoy the quality of the Amway products by becoming and joining the AES. So ladies and gentlemen, today we are sharing to everyone, we are encouraging everyone. The COVID is something unavoidable. It has happened, but we have to take it. It has passed. We are looking into the future. And what we realize down here is the importance of having a financial safety net. And that is the reason why my final statement I'd like to share with all of you is Amway is really an opportunity to everyone to build a lifetime financial safety net, because this business not only provides you your immediate income, it can also provide you a lifetime security income. And with that, I'd like to share with all, thank to the organizer of this virtual, thank CAAdeline, thank Crador Philippines, and thank all the leaders down here who invited me to share on this platform with Coach Yuket. So with that, I share up to now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you at the top. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much. A very, very fantastic share. from our great leader Yung, Mr. Yung. Thank you very much. And guys, let us give Mr. Yung a number 888 on your chat room box for showing an appreciation. Thank you very much, Mr. Yung, and then Mr. Ko Chin Kiat for that wonderful share. And we are looking forward to be your guest in our future meetings. So guys, I hope you guys learn. And then for those who are first timers on here, please approach the person who bring you here, and let's start the business. And the meeting is come to an end. But before that, I will just have an announcement for our next meeting. So on next Saturday, mark your calendar, because on December 26, on December 26 on Saturday, there will be an meeting 2 p.m. The topic is an online summit of the value statement of Amway, how to make a sideline business become needed. Then Amway products introduction, and our guest speaker is a very, very powerful speaker, special guest, Andy Zeng, and then Churchill Wang. Then on Tuesday, December 22, don't forget and mark your calendar, your schedule on Tuesday 7 p.m. because we have an essential artistry meeting and vitamin mask, which teacher Esther will do. And then we have a Christmas party online. So all ABOs or local leaders, we are encouraging you to bring XS energy drink on December 22 for a Christmas party toast, para naman maramdaman natin yung spirit ng Christmas through even if we are on virtual, so we can share the Christmas spirit to us ABOs, para hindi po tayo at least celebrate tayo even if in a virtual. So that's all, folks. Our meeting is come to an end. So thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. And thank you for our Crador leaders, and especially to our great leader, Mr. Puhu Quinn. Then see you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Leandro. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you too.
Thank you, Mr. Yung. Thank you, Chikit. Thank you for your
having us
fantastic
here.
sharing. We learned
Thank
such
you.
a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.